A whisper that calms the storm inside your soul, my dear child. Listen closely, not just with your ears, but with your heart that has weathered countless nights of silent tears and restless thoughts. For I am speaking to you now, at this very moment, with words older than the mountains yet gentle as the dawn light upon your face, telling you once again what your spirit has always known deep within. I handle the impossible. When the shadows of doubt gather around your thoughts like dark clouds, when your heart trembles at the sight of mountains that seem too steep, and when your weary soul whispers, I can't, know that I, your Lord who shaped the oceans and hung the stars in the heavens, gently answer, but I can. For I see you, truly see you, in every moment of silent struggle, in every quiet ache hidden behind a brave smile, in every sigh you let out before the world awakens. I see not only what you are, but what you will become through the love and grace that I pour out endlessly upon you, love that flows like living water, washing away the wounds of yesterday and planting seeds of hope for tomorrow. And so I say to you again, remain calm, be still, trust deeply, for I handle what you call impossible, a promise written upon the canvas of eternity. Let these words sink gently into the soil of your soul. I have never once abandoned you, not in the darkest valleys of grief, not in the seasons when your faith felt like a flickering candle in the wind, not even when your doubts seemed louder than your prayers. My child, even when you stumbled into the snares of fear and your heart whispered that all was lost, my grace stood firm, unshaken, and unwavering like the ancient mountains that remember my voice. For my love is not fickle nor fleeting. It is the same love that stretched out my arms upon the cross so that your heart might finally find its home in mine. You have pleaded for strength in the stillness of night when sleep fled from your weary mind. You have cried out to me, your voice raw with desperation, asking, Lord, what shall I do? Where shall I go? Who am I truly meant to be? And though you feared the silence, know now that even in that quiet, I was nearer than your next breath, preparing answers, healing wounds unseen, and crafting miracles you have yet to behold. For my promise is not written in ink that fades, nor carved on stone that can break, but inscribed upon the eternal canvas of my heart for you, a promise that whispers across the ages. I will handle the impossible so that you might walk in peace, the unseen blessings hidden in the wilderness, my beloved. I know there are days when the weight of your burdens feels heavier than your faith, when you wonder why the answers seem delayed, when the blessings you hope for remain hidden just beyond your reach. Yet even then, trust that what you call waiting, I call preparing. For just as the seed must lie buried in darkness before it breaks forth into life, so too must your spirit sometimes walk through seasons of hiddenness, so that your faith may take root deeper than fear could ever reach, and your heart may learn to see blessings not merely in answered prayers, but in the quiet strength I have sown in your soul. Though the world teaches you to measure blessings by what can be touched or counted, I tell you this eternal truth. The greatest blessings are often unseen, like courage rising in your heart. When you feel weakest, hope rekindled when all seemed lost, and peace that flows into your spirit, though the storm still rages around you. And so I say again, fear not, for I am the God who creates rivers in the desert and paths through the wilderness, and I will handle even the impossibilities you cannot name. Peace that flows from my presence. Come closer, my child, closer than your fears would allow. Rest your weary heart in my presence, for here no fear can remain, and no storm can drown my voice that whispers over you. Peace, be still. In your nights of restless worry, when anxious thoughts steal your rest, remember that I have commanded the winds and waves, and they obeyed. So too will I command the waves of doubt that batter your mind, the winds of fear that shake your confidence, and the shadows of regret that follow you. I desire for you not merely to survive, but to live with a peace that is unshakable, not a fragile peace built upon circumstances, but a deep, abiding peace rooted in knowing that I, the Creator of heaven and earth, am also your Father who handles the impossible for your sake. So be still, breathe deeply, and let my peace, which surpasses all human understanding, guard your heart and mind, for I am here, and I will never leave you. You are chosen, you are loved, you are seen, my precious child. Hear this truth, and let it echo louder in your soul than any lie the enemy may speak. You are not forgotten, not overlooked, not unworthy of love. You are chosen, loved, and seen by me. From the first breath you drew to the silent prayers you whispered today, I have watched over you with a love so fierce and tender that no words can fully capture it. Even when you doubted your worth, I did not. Even when you wandered from my path, my gaze never turned away. Even when your heart whispered, I am too broken, too flawed, my answer remained, you are mine, and my love for you has no end. For your worth is not measured by your failures, your past, or the opinions of others, but by the price I paid upon the cross. Love poured out so that you might walk free from shame, fear, and doubt. And so I say again, walk boldly, for you carry my name upon your heart. And where you see impossibilities, I see miracles waiting to unfold. Faith forged in fire, you have faced trials that scorched your hope in seasons when you wondered if your faith would survive. Yet see now how your faith, though tested by fire, has not been destroyed but refined, strengthened, and made more precious than gold. The moments you thought would break you were the very moments I used to build you. The nights you thought would never end taught you to seek my light more earnestly, and the pain you thought pointless became the soil from which compassion, wisdom, and courage grew. And though you may not see it yet, your faith is not only for your own journey, but for the countless souls who will draw hope from your story, who will see in your endurance the evidence of my faithfulness. So do not curse the fire, for I have used it not to destroy you but to reveal the strength I placed within you long before your first breath. Your prayers rise like incense, every word you whisper in prayer, even the broken, stumbling words spoken through tears, rises before me like fragrant incense, and none are ever lost or ignored. Even when the answer seems delayed or the silence feels heavy, know that I am not indifferent to your cries. For my timing is not slow but perfect, and while you wait, I am already working behind what your eyes can see, preparing what your heart will one day rejoice in. My beloved, do not measure my love by how quickly prayers are answered, but by the unwavering truth that I always listen, always care, and always work for your good. Trust that what you have placed in my hands will never be forgotten, and what seems impossible now is already possible through me. The strength to stand again there will be moments when your strength fails, when you fall under the weight of your own doubts, mistakes, or exhaustion. Yet even then, do not despair, for I, the one who knit you together, will lift you up again. My love does not depend on your perfection. It is a love that picks you up when you fall, wipes away your tears, and whispers, begin again, my child. For I am with you still. Do not fear your weakness, for in it, my strength is made perfect. And do not let past failures chain you, for I have already forgiven what you still struggle to forget. Rise again, not because you are unbreakable, but because you are deeply loved by the one who handles what you cannot. Blessings beyond what you imagine, my child. You often pray for blessings you can name, a new opportunity, healing, provision, and know that I hear every request. But trust also that I have prepared blessings beyond what your mind can conceive, gifts tailored for your heart alone. Some blessings will come quietly, in moments of peace when you least expect them. Others will arrive suddenly, like rivers breaking forth in the desert of your doubts. And some blessings will come disguised as trials that teach your soul to trust me more deeply, only to reveal in time the treasures hidden within. Remember always, no prayer is wasted, no tear unseen, and no hope too small to matter to me. A love that never lets go if you hear nothing else today. Hear this truth. My love for you is steadfast, unwavering, and eternal. Not the storms of life, nor the failures of yesterday, nor the doubts of tomorrow can separate you from my love. When you run to me, I open my arms. When you fall, I catch you. When you grow weary, I carry you. And though thousands may rise against you, and though the world may change, my love remains the one thing that will never be moved. So rest, my child, for you are loved by the one who holds all things, including the impossible, in his hands. An invitation to come closer. Do not remain at a distance, watching others find peace and hope in me. Come closer, draw near, and taste for yourself the goodness of my love. Bring to me your fears, doubts, and wounds, not hiding them as though they could surprise me, but offering them openly, trusting that my grace is more than enough. Let prayer become not a duty, but a conversation where your soul finds rest, where your questions find gentle answers, and where my voice reminds you daily, you are mine. And know this, each time you whisper, Lord, I need you, I draw nearer still.